It's us again. That's right. That's right. It's your favorite podcast about love, all things love, right? And you know who was in the building with you? It's your boy Rome Jones. I'm only one half of the world famous IAX experience, and that's my DJ Biggs DC. What's up, Biggs?
What's up?
Yeah,
What up?
man. Yes, and y'all know we are not alone, man. You know, in the room with us, man, we got our favorite big cuz, Charlie.
What up?
What's up? What is up, y'all? I don't know about y'all. It's been a quite eventful past few weeks since the last episode. So definitely looking forward to tapping in with you all on all things. But before we go any further, we got to talk about King Harris, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the video take it away. Let's jump right in.
Hey, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
No.
I got you. Get your driver's license on you? All right. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license?
Yeah.
All right, got you.
All right. So we need to examine. We need to examine this. Okay. We're gonna examine this video slowly but surely here. Okay. So first and foremost, you don't have your license. Okay. Like red flag. You know what I mean? Like you don't have your license. You know what I mean? It's a privilege. Come on now.
Yep.
Talk to me, Charlie, because I can see it on your face.
Yeah, that's you starting off on the wrong foot from the jump. Like you left your house or wherever you coming from without the proper identification to be behind the wheel of a vehicle. So it's already
that's a charge.
Yeah.
Right there. Just right there. Okay? Let's continue.
Alrighty. So, do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm.
Right there.
Alright, are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't tell me why.
I already told you why.
You didn't
Pennsylvania
tell me
versus
why.
Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
Alright. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you
why.
do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
Alright, if you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
I don't
obstruction.
feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
You're not
obstruction.
telling me a valid reason why I need
That's
to get out
a
of the car.
perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're
And I
still
got
just
the right to
detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the
They
car.
want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the
with me in
car.
back.
Doesn't matter
I'm
why.
doing that. I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right. So at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave.
Man,
You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You
I
are
know
under
that.
arrest.
I
I'm
know
informing you that you are under
that.
arrest.
I'm under arrest for
And-
what?
and-
Yes. Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car. And I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the other thing here, folks. Black men, specifically, stop fussing with the police.
Yeah.
Stop fussing with them. It makes no sense.
Right.
I don't care, like, especially if they've already cited you for something and you know you're wrong. There's no need to go back and forth. Am I wrong, Biggs?
I mean, I don't understand why is he not being compliant? You know what I mean? All you got to do is just put your hands on the steering wheel, my boy, and just answer the question. Yes, sir. No, sir. Just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that difficult, bro. Like, I understand. Like, you come from a good family, my boy. Like, I don't understand what is all this. I'm not getting out the car. I'm not. What am I? Why you asking all these questions? First of all, the officer said it's a gun in the car. I'm trying to get you. He's basically, the officer feels threatened because he's moving around all crazy with his hands. He's got a gun in the car. If
No
I'm the
license.
officer, no license. So I'm like, I'm on high alert. You know what I mean? Like, as someone that's, you know, trying to go home to their family, I'm looking at it from his standpoint, like, yo, this could go either way. I'm trying to just make sure I separate him from. I'm trying to do my best within the guidelines. I'm not making this a physical altercation. Like, yo, I'm asking you, not in a nice way. He asked multiple times. He wasn't being a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know, you're under arrest. Get out the car. He told him, like, hey, this is the reason why I'm asking you to get out the car. You have a gun in the car and you're unregistered. You don't have your license. So I can't. There's no way of me knowing. I have no information on you. You know what I mean? So he could have a warrant out for his arrest. He don't know. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? That's crazy.
And on top of that, real quick, and then we'll wrap up the clip. He did a 70 and 40 in a 45.
Right.
So that's reckless. That's reckless
Right.
driving. That you know what I'm saying, Charlie? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so I'm like, you messed up on many levels, like leading up to this. You know what I'm saying? So get out the car, bro. Get out the car.
Yeah, in a 45, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But here, I think what we see here is a classic display of ego. This is a young man. He's what, 20, 21, 22? I don't think he's any older than
I want to say at least over 21. He's got to be over 21.
So you got a 21-year-old, like, first thing he calling his lawyer, like.
And shout out to the lawyer, man.
Number one, by leaving your house without your license. And then you're going to say, well, I'm going to call my lawyer. Okay, sir.
and what the lawyer say? He said, you need to get out of the car. Like, you need to get out of the car, buddy. You know what I mean? And then look, and
even if you have like a picture, a photo of it, something.
Right.
Like,
this man is trying to work with you.
He definitely was.
You know what I mean?
He was doing everything. He was doing everything to work with.
It's some asshole cops out there, man. This guy wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Right. So, but hey, neither here nor there. You know, he did have his body cam on, so you know, he for all we know, you know, he could have been. You know, we'll leave it at that. Anyway, moving on. Let's wrap up the clip.
All right. So did it make y'all feel tough?
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right.
All you have to do is get out the car.
File your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. There's
never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have you step out of the car.
It's in front of you. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Who do you want to pick up the car and the gun? I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. Who are we calling? Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Just tell them American Deli.
Do you know about how long it'll take
Deli.
to get over here?
American Deli.
There's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050.
American Deli.
7050 Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Now hang my phone up and lock my phone.
All right.
Hang my phone up and lock my.
To get here?
Hang it up and lock it. 10 minutes. Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock it. Alright, now let go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, this is the funniest part. It's the funniest part of this whole clip.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, my son detained.
Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction.
Okay.
As well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with the gun. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He I was even told that according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit.
All right, we get the drill. Shout out to Tip. I thought that was the funniest part. This man came and said, I heard that you had my son detained. Anyway, but nah, y'all. I mean, that's what the crux of this episode is about, folks. We're talking about parenting our youth and how we can keep our kids out the streets, even when we have spoon fed them or given them this life that they didn't have to worry about it. Right. So I'll go ahead and I'll kick it over to you, Biggs. Go ahead and kick us off. Start this thing off, man. How do we get to this?
Get to what we just saw, or are you talking about how do we get better, get a better situation than what we saw?
Really, both. Like how do we get here, and then how do we make this better, man?
So, first of all, T.I. and Tiny, probably amazing parents, right? I don't know them. I hate to speak on people being parents and stuff because, everybody's got their own little thing or how they do their thing, right? But I think, honestly, man, it's just this individual. I think King, his ego, like Charlie said, his ego is out the roof or out the moon. And that's just because of privilege, right? He's been privileged. He's been in a spotlight. He's been exposed to different things, money, access, and things like that, where he feels like he's just untouchable, right? I think that's you could tell the way he was speaking to someone with power and authority. He doesn't seem to like acknowledge authority. You know what I mean? Like anybody with the, other than, maybe his father or his mom, you know what I mean? From what I understand. And even with his father, I think he gives him hell, you know what I mean? So it's just, I think the respect for him, I think he's got to learn, man. He's ultimately with him. It's going to take a situation where he has to get sit down, but because you have, sometimes you have those kids that they just swear they know everything, or they got all the answers, or they the toughest on the block. It's like cool, it's a badge to be this hard individual walking around all hard all day. No, bro, live a regular life, my boy. You don't have to walk around with your face all scrunched up all day. You can smile, you can have fun, but you can respect other people too. It's all about respect. The police officer was not being disrespectful. Respect, just show that type of reciprocate that respect. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like it should be. I think with me, with my daughter, my biggest thing for me is just respect. Respect everybody, whether it's the CEO or from the janitor. Treat everybody the same, because you could be the VIP, you could be the CEO today and lose it all tomorrow, and you could be right at the bottom. So it's like, the way I was raised, show and look everybody in the eye. Don't look down on nobody. Don't talk to them, because we all aren't perfect. We all got vices. We all got issues. We all got everything, something going on with us. So you're not better than the next individual. You were all human beings at the same time. So I think for me, it's just to make sure that I'm raising a righteous, kind, respectful human being that sees others, and treats others as she would want to be treated. Now, if people are acting ignorant to you, and as long as they don't put their hands on you, you keep it respectful. But the moment somebody touches you or puts their hands on you, then that's when you defend yourself. But at the end of the day, it's really respect, man, and it goes a long way. Respect for authority, respect for people, that just want the best. You know what I mean, for you. So he's doing a discredit to himself when he does this, and to his family. As you can see, Tip, he came out there, trying to figure out what was going on. And it's like they in the news now for something he did. So you don't really hear about the other kids, you know what I mean? Because I think they did a really good job. I think with him, it's just he's gonna have to sit down, man. Sit down. Unfortunately, it's like it's always it's one that just need to touch that stove. They got to touch the stove. You know what I mean? To feel how hot it is. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he one of them ones. His hand gonna melt, boy. This man got it.
No, I don't wish it on him, but you know, if he keeps down this path, you know, and it's sad because it's like, you know, I really think maybe his parents, you know, because they're working so much, they're working family, they're in the entertainment business, so maybe they don't have the time to really sit with them. You know what I mean? And we, as somebody look from the outside looking in, maybe they just never had the time to really sit with them like the others. You know what I mean? Or really, you know, try to do the work. So I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I hope the best for this young brother, man, because he really needs to you know, scale it back. There's no need to act tough all 24/7. You know, just be you, bro.
Well said. Well, very well said. Very well said. Any additional piggyback points, Charlie, before we go ahead and take it to the next piece here?
I think the only thing is this is a classic case of parents that are able to provide a lifestyle for their kids that they did not grow up with, and that includes a lot of privilege and not necessarily equipping their children to be productive citizens in the world and law-abiding citizens in the world. The first thing he did was let me call my lawyer. Like,
Right.
who, what 20, 21-year-old, you know, got a lawyer on call?
Yeah, on retainer.
Yeah.
Right.
That's privilege.
Exactly.
I think
that says a lot.
That's what it is. You know, shout out to Tip, because I think any loving father would try to step in and intervene in a manner in which he did. But you know, this is one. Oh, but he gotta bite the bullet on this one.
No, for sure. And I'll wrap us up with this, man. I come from a somewhat of a place of experience with this, right? Because I was never raised as a thug, as a gangster. I'm blue collar, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never been that guy, right? Now I hung with gangsters. I was, you know what I mean? I was in the hoods and stuff like that as a civilian. I am a civilian as they come. All right. I don't want no parts of none of this street life. Now, but I have been pulled. I've been arrested before, right? I've been in that situation. Now, granted, I wasn't talking trash. I wasn't egging it on like this man was, but I do remember my dad. He pulled up because he ended up getting word, right? I don't somebody, I don't know how, man. He ended up getting word and ended up driving up to the scene. And I'll never forget. I've never felt that much disappointment from my dad before. Never felt that. Rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, I felt as low as they come, because he just, like, he didn't even say anything, y'all. He just was like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even like, he didn't have to say nothing. He didn't have to, right? I knew it. I felt it. You know, granted, I made more mistakes beyond that point, but it wasn't, to speak on your point, Charlie, in this case that we're talking about with King Harris, yes, this is privilege that we're talking about, right? In my case, it wasn't necessarily privilege. It was just stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Which that is added into this situation as well. All right. The extra layer in this is the privilege that he has. So, man, I pray for him. He's gonna shake this off. I don't feel like that he's gonna be like this forever. I feel like 20 years from now, we're gonna look at King Harris and he's gonna be a preacher or something. I really do. I really do. I think he's gonna really turn a leaf at some point. So, to be continued, man. So with that, we'll go ahead and we will kick it over to one of our very favorites, man. You know what time it is. Yeah, one of our favorite segments where we kick it over to our favorite big cuz, Charlie Ray.
What up, fam? It's your big cuz Charlie Ray here for one of our favorite segments, which is hashtag Ask Big Cuz. So today, y'all, we want to hit y'all with something called Same Book, Different Chapters. All right. And it's about navigating friendships when you have a status change. So before we get into it, we want y'all to know y'all can hit us up on all social media platforms at Love on Shuffle. And I'm talking about Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You can also hit us up via email at love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. So let's get into it, y'all. So listen, we got a couple. Okay. The friend, the wife, she's of course married, has her husband, they have their family. And she has noticed that her friendships, the dynamics in her friendships have shifted. So she is more, forward thinking, more mature in consideration of different things like family dynamics, but her friends are still wanting to, turn up and have a good time. So the question to y'all is, how do you navigate that when you have a status change, something like a marriage, or even bringing kids into the picture? How do you navigate those friendships when y'all the same book of life, but you on chapter 35, and your folks still back here on chapter 20?
Dang, that's crazy. No, that's crazy because we just had me and my wife, we just had like a situation like this where we have a group of friends. They don't have any kids yet, and as everybody knows on the show, we have kids, and the lifestyle we used to hit we was brunching, Sunday brunch DC every Sunday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We was outside. But since baby girl came through, everything has shut down as far as like being able to go out like that. We have a calendar. We have a shared calendar that we have to kind of put things on, and we got to plan things out. So to answer the question as far as like with those, how we handle it is we just have to plan. Like we still do it. We won't be able to do things as frequently, and we just gotta like let them know. And everybody's usually understanding, but honestly, I tell people like, yo, give me some dates, my boy. Like, hey, I can't just be willy-nilly with it, like, how it used to be. But you give me a date, hey, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna put it on the calendar. If it's space, I'm good. And I get she look at the calendar. She like, we don't have nothing. And I'm like, all right, we good. And then it's like, all right, we out. Well, then we figure it out. So I think it is a little bit different now, because it's like, man, I remember them days we used to be able to go out and just kind of like sleep in the next day. You know what I mean? But but I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade it at where I'm at now. Different chapters on the other side. So, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but it can be done. You have to communicate with your friends, and if they're your real friends, they should respect and understand like where you are or in this chapter, and you should respect them too. Like if they want to go out, turn up, like, hey, have fun, my boy. Do your thing. Don't be hating on them, like, because they can do what they, what you can't do. Respect it. So, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. So,
and I honestly piggyback. And I will say the very same. Where I do think the most important thing is communication. And I mean, literally, we're in the same boat, right? Where we have friends that are just outside, right? Now, granted, we haven't had kids for as long as most of our friends and so forth, but even then, we still needed a plan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just sit up here and call me at 4:00 and be like, "Oh, we're going to the brunch in 30 minutes." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, I have to mentally prepare myself for these types of situations. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yes, I'm totally agreeing with you. Communication, calendars, things of that sort. Having a shared calendar with your partner when you are, dealing with friends like that, because you don't want to leave yourselves out of the loop. You don't necessarily want to always be that that couple or those friends that's like, oh, you know, we ain't gonna be able to make it, right? You know what I mean? You want to be able to make something. So so at that, like you said too, I love what you said too, Biggs, where you were like, don't judge, right? Because it's easy to judge people like that, especially when you see that they outside all the time. It's like, Lordy, like they ain't got no priorities or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying something crazy, like you know what I mean? Or they just like, I wonder what their pockets like. So you know what I mean? Stuff like you just start thinking about stuff, right? So, but yeah, you just shouldn't judge. You really shouldn't judge. So I'm really duplicating what you said here, but I want to just reiterate to anyone that's listening that it is okay at the same time. If you are, if I'm saying it's okay, like if you're in this situation and you are always out of the loop, I guess it seems, it's okay because it just means you're growing up.
Yeah. It's all right to stay in the house, man. You know what I mean? Drink, it's okay. Drink, have a drink at the crib, you know? You be all right.
Save money, man.
Right. In this economy.
Save money.
I'm gonna hop in here and I'm gonna say I agree to an extent what both of you have shared. I think for me and my wife, if I could be transparent, like we need some married friends, like married friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like people out here don't be understanding. They don't be understanding, and it's like, listen. Yes, I used to be that friend or that family member or whatever. You know, you can call me. Yep, I'll meet you straight after work. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hit this little happy hour. We're going to whoop-de-whoop. But then I just be like, yeah, bro, I'm tired. Like, I'm trying to go home.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to be at home with my wife, with my kid. Like, I ain't trying to be out here in the streets and hitting up a happy hour and all this other stuff. So I agree to a certain extent. But I will say, y'all, if you, whatever your status change is, get around some folks that's like you. Okay, get around some folks that's like you. Get around if you new to
that
parents,
part.
Get around some parents. If marriage, get around some married couples. If you in an exclusive or mutually exclusive relationship, get around some other people that are in mutually exclusive relationships, so that you all can relate and not be on some crazy stuff. So that's because 2 cents. So listen here, y'all. We want to know what y'all think. So make sure you drop your comments down below. Like I said, y'all can hit us up on any social media platforms at Love on Shuffle. That's YouTube, that's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can also hit us up via email at love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. Because love y'all.
Hey,
and we love you because yes, and we also love our resident DJ, Biggs DC, because you know we cannot end this episode without kicking it over to him for the Saturday morning mix.
Yes. What up, everybody? How we doing? All right, so look, right, we was talking about this whole King episode about your kids and them acting crazy at a young age, being privileged and just wanting to do whatever they want to do, right? So we came up with the idea of just titling this mix. And again, all our mixes are on title, but let me give you this title real quick. For this particular mix, we went with Off the Porch. So you know how they like to jump off the porch and act a fool. So we came up with a few songs that really exemplify that. So y'all bear with us again, please. Y'all know how this works. We got 3 songs. We're gonna share them each. And you know, we always butt heads. Charlie always come with something. Rome coming with something today. But y'all know how we do this. I'm gonna go ahead and start with you first, Rome. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up a little bit. What you got for me, man?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw the heat. I'm gonna just go with the heat first, bro. You know what I mean? Go ahead. I went with J. Cole 03 Adolescence. Shout out to the 2014 Forest Hills Drive album, one of the greatest hip hop albums all time. Yes, 03 adolescence took me back to my adolescence back in 03. And just a great body of work.
What a great selection you have there, sir. I won. I'm being very sarcastic, you all, because I was definitely going to pick that one. But great minds think alike. So, hey, shout out to my boy Rome for that one. Charlie Ray, what you got for me? Talk to me.
Listen, we're gonna go back for a little bit, and I'm gonna go Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, Busted Loose, because you know,
Ooh,
get to
a
that
legend.
age, you gotta bust loose. You gotta get up out that thing.
Hey, that is a fact. I feel like Busted Loose. Hey, that's a listen. I told y'all every time Charlie brings it, she brings one. That's always a heat rocker every time. I can't deny it. So. I'm gonna keep us going. I went with Kendrick Lamar, Backseat Freestyle. That's what I got for y'all, man. It is what it is. Let's keep it moving. Ron, what you got?
I got a 40 and a black up. What he say? He said, I got a 40, a packet of black up. Damn, what he say? He said, I got a 40, a pack of blacks and a beat CD. Get your freestyles ready. Nah, that's my shit. Anyway, so yeah, my next one, I'm sorry, is going to be, I'm gonna go De La Soul, man. De La Soul featuring Common and Slick Rick, Yours.
Okay.
And they played on the World Is Yours, the old Slick Rick joint. You know what I mean? It's sampled up in there. Great body of work.
Amazing album, amazing. If y'all haven't checked out that album, please check it out. That De La Soul new album is amazing, fire. Please. All right, Charlie Ray, what you got for me? Talk to me. It's your second one.
Well, you know, we got to take it all the way across West Coast. We're going Summertime, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince himself.
Okay, Philly's finest right there.
Summer.
Hey.
Here it is. Transform.
Yo, listen, yo.
That was my show, though, for real.
That's a classic, especially in Philly, man. So that's definitely a heat rock for me. I love that record. Next one, I went with Doughboy, Off the Porch. I was feeling real ignorant when I heard that one, and it just exemplifies really jumping off the porch when you listen to that record. So please check out Doughboy. He's nothing but I don't want to say the word. He's a nice young man that makes beautiful music. So
really?
So go check out that record, Off the Porch, man. All right, back to you, Ron. What you got for me? Your last one.
Last one, man. Hey, look, man. All of these, it's all for the kids. It's all for the kids. So I'm gonna go with Nas. I Can, because you can be whatever you want to be. Because if you work hard at it, you'll be where you want to be.
It's so inspirational.
I know. You know what I mean?
I want to be.
Hey, shout out to Nas, man. Hey, and the kids, man, the youth, y'all can, like Rome said, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man. So hopefully y'all watch it, man. All right, Charlie Ray, what you got for me? Talk to me. The last one.
I should have went last. I didn't want to go after the song for the kids.
Okay, I got you. I'll finish up.
This one is definitely not for the kids. Okay, this is not for the kids.
I got you. I'm gonna finish.
You gonna go, or you want me to go?
Nah, I'll let you go ahead. I'll go. Go ahead. I'm gonna go with The Block Is Hot. I went with The Block Is Hot, Lil Wayne. I feel like that record, it was really introducing himself, really jumping off the porch, selling the records, holding the fort down for Cash Money, Young Money, you know, bringing that heat.
Bro,
so
he was 14, bro.
14. Really jumping off the porch at 14.
Crazy.
What
Yo, I can't with y'all, man. But we gonna keep it moving. Charlie Ray, it's your last one. What you got? Talk to me. Is a good one? Let's go.
It's a good one. Listen, I miss the DMV so very, very much. It holds a very.
She does. She misses her.
And,
she misses her.
You know, I got some family and stuff up there. Of course, my brother's up there too. Rome, DJ Big CC. Listen, we going Sexy Lady. Listen, let me tell you,
Give me your number, girl.
being a young lady
Oh,
from
wait.
the South,
Ooh.
and family coming from the DMV down south to visit, and it was like that was summertime, fresh,
Gave that feeling. Gave
look
that feeling.
good,
Yeah.
smell
Yeah.
good, like
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that go-go, that
Yeah.
go-go,
Yeah.
that go-go will do it to you every time. Shout out to the
will.
DMV,
It
DC.
Man.
We gonna give it to y'all. Go-go
Every
style,
time,
baby. Every time.
Every time.
That's still one of the ones that ring off, man. So
Man, hey Charlie, you just took me back to the teen club days.
yes. That was
Okay.
really
Like teen club.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a favorite. So
Hey, remember when your homeboy had to hold you up? He used to have to hold
what?
you up. You was getting the twerk of all twerk. You was like, oh, that song do bring me back like, to that. So, but that was our mix, man. Saturday morning mix. Again, you can check us out on Tidal. We use Tidal. That mix is titled "Off the Porch," man. Hopefully, it brings y'all great memories. As y'all we gave y'all context of the reason why we chose these songs. So keep rocking with us, keep following us, man. And yeah, that's it. Love on Shuffle. Let's get it.
Yeah. That's right, y'all. It's another one in the books, man. Remember, you can follow us, you can subscribe, you can support on all social media platforms. Love on Shuffle, man. Go ahead, click it right now. Boop. Support.
Boop.
We need that.
Right.
And we love you guys, right?
Well,
so we are here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
now, I just was gonna say we don't really ask they funky behinds for nothing, for real. So you might as well hit the like button, hit the subscribe, maybe share it with a homie, a friend, girlfriend, whatever you want to do. We gonna drop you some gems, might as well.
Like,
Funky,
28
funky,
episodes in.
right? Funky,
What she said.
we still love you.
It's still all love, always love, man.
We know you watching.
And you can watch us every other Saturday right here on YouTube, man. Once again, man, for Love on Shuffle, I am Rome Jones. It's Biggs DC, Charlie Ray. We'll see y'all next time, man. And keep loving each other. Later.